Alright, what is good everybody? And I came across these George Lucas deepfake videos, and I cannot lie to you, I started watching them and I was literally hurting from laughing so much. So I decided to react to my two favorite ones and share them with you guys. And I'm going to put a link in the description below with all the videos that are out so far so you can check them out because they're honestly pretty golden if you haven't seen them before. So let's get right into it.
God, kill me. Oh, there it is. There's my name. Another check for daddy.
Dude, that laugh kills me every time.
Oh, you dropped something. The plot. There's Rey. Oh, what character development. What an arc for Rey, huh? Jesus Christ, at the end of Empire, Luke had his hand taken off and Han Solo was in carbonite. Or whatever.
The way he says Han Solo.
Oh, this is great. It's great because I didn't make it. Ultimately, I'm not to blame. Oh, that's Rose. Her sister died or something trying to throw a space grenade. And they saved a bunch of horses or something. Oh, look, it's Camino. Look at that. That's where all the cloners live. Oh, I can actually feel my life essence draining from me as I watch this. This thing needs more Gungans. See all you guys get all pissed off. Worked up. There's one of Ralph McQuarrie's pieces just taking a shit on that. Hey kids, you ever see a Star Destroyer come out of the ocean? Well, you're going to see it now. People give me shit about Jar Jar Binks. This is stupid. Well, you happy I'm gone now? You don't have Daddy to kick around anymore. This is what you get. What is that? Oh, look at there's C-3PO. And there's a hairdryer as a robot.
Oh no,
there's a soccer ball as a robot, a hairdryer. Let's put a dildo in there.
Oh my God.
You know we're just f***ing my saga right now. That's what this is. Merry Christmas. You know what that sound is? That's the sound of 1,000 executives just taking a shit on their work.
Oh,
oh, look, it's desert. It's another desert planet. Oh, I wonder which one this is. Like, how exciting. The saga will end. Thank God. Put it out of its misery. Oh, there's the space horses. Ooh, good. Thank God. Thank God they tied up that gem of a storyline. Oh, I'm so relieved they didn't make this. I'm so relieved. This makes Attack of the Clones look like Citizen Kane. Take a lightsaber to the saga's head and just cauterize that thing because it's time to put this to bed.
No.
You know, I know the ending of this film. I'm going to spoil it for you. Spoiler alert. Here's how the film ends. Ready? At the very end, Star Wars dies.
Dude, that laugh every
I think my
time.
favorite part about the trailer was the beginning when it said my name. So Lucasfilm. Put this in here.
He always has a green
experimental film, so I'm on the plane.
Fit all the way underneath in front of you. We'll be on our way shortly. Thank you.
I got some help here. Well, it's George Lucas here, creator of Star Wars, and Rise of Skywalker was just a disaster. So I'm gonna do the only thing that I think is the right thing to do, and that's get a little R&R. The only place I can do that is in the desert, not Tatooine, Vegas. So, have you seen Rise of Skywalker?
I haven't seen it. Is it any good?
Don't see it. Don't go see it. The saga ended with Return of the Jedi. You know, Luke redeems his father, and the Emperor's killed. Somehow the Emperor's back. He's in a claw machine or something. One of those claw machines. Yeah. You get the Emperor hanging in one of those things.
Oh my God.
You do have a tattoo of Luke Skywalker on my ass.
What the?
It's a tramp stamp, but he's thrusting the lightsaber in between my butt cheeks. What would be the stone? And so instead of sword and stone, it's the saber in my ass. That's a little...
Dude, that
so
laugh every time.
We go to Excalibur, I can pull that sword out of the stone, not my ass.
Oh, man. Dude, it looks so much like George Lucas, too. It's so funny. This technology is too advanced.
I will be honest with you, I laughed a lot when the Rise of Skywalker numbers came out on Rotten Tomatoes. I had a bit of a celebration. It was a personal journey for me. You know, my wife isn't here, my kids aren't here, it's just me. Gold Coast. Like a Space Saloon, you know? Maybe I'll get a little sarsaparilla while I'm in there or something. Everyone thought that the prequels were bad. Everyone thought those were the lowest rated, but it turns out what you don't realize is Rise of Skywalker is actually the lowest rated Star Wars film. I'm sorry. I can't suppress my laughter. It feels so good. It just feels so good. JJ came to me and he was crying, you know, called me up like a little bitch. He was like, "Oh, George, I need your help." And I said, "Oh, now you need my help?" "Oh, I'm sorry, you know, I don't make those movies anymore, you know." But then I called him back and, you know, I said, "Stop crying, don't be a little bitch. What's the problem?" He said, "Well, you know, Rian Johnson just totally destroyed this last film. I don't know how to pick up the pieces." And we started sort of hashing some things out, and then, you know, Kathy Kennedy came along and said, "Well, we're gonna go a different way." I said, "Okay, I'm out. You guys, I'm out." That was the last time I talked to JJ. Yeah, I'm having a great time. Can't you tell? One of the things about Vegas is it's a fertile ground for creative ideas. And one of the ways that I get titles for my movies is from slot machines. What you don't realize is the Phantom Menace was actually a slot machine that I saw in the early 90s.
We'll do 10 lines here.
So this time I'm in Vegas and I saw this slot machine that was called the Prince of Lightning. Prince of Lightning. I said, "Oh, wait a second, that's be a good idea for a picture."
Come on, Prince of Lightning.
So I got my yellow legal pad and a pencil. I went up to my room. I started writing. I was like 40 pages in. I said, "Wait a second. This isn't just a movie. This is a trilogy."
You will win.
Oh my God.
You will win.
Son of a bitch. And I'm going to go down to the casino later and try to find 2 more slot machines, which will then become the names of the other 2 pictures. And we've got a trilogy. We got a series. We got a saga, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, he says saga, it kills me.
Use the Force. Use the Force. Ah, hell. Oh, well. It's a good title, though. Kind of an important time for me to reflect on my career. You know, I'm 75 years old now. It's nice to look back and see everything I've accomplished. I'm very, very proud of everything I've done. Let me break it down for you. Nonlinear digital editing. Hi, how are you? I'm George Lucas.
How the f did I get out of here?
Pixar,
starts
computer
bragging.
animation. Hey, let me introduce myself. I'm George Lucas, right?
I'd like to buy some death sticks.
Special effects, digital effects, Industrial Light and Magic. Oh, have you heard of that company? Oh, I have, because I founded it.
Oh, I don't want death sticks. I want to go home and rethink my life.
Digital projection. Oh, that'll never work. We need to deliver a 10-ton canister of film to every movie theater. Nope, not anymore. Guess why? Because of this guy here. So, you know, people want to kick me around and say, well, Jar Jar Binks was this and that, and, you know, your prequels were terrible and you lost it as a filmmaker. I say, hey, just look at my body of work. And without my body of work, you wouldn't have a job, as far as I'm concerned. Daddy has spoken.
Oh my God.
Heading out to the desert. Kind of clear my head, you know. I like to go out to the desert. I like sand. You know, sand is coarse and rough and
Oh my
gets everywhere.
Did you come here by yourself, or did you bring the family with you?
Oh, I came myself. I told the wife to stay home and take care of the kids. They're all in their 40s now, so it's kind of depressing here during the day. You know, it's like Death Star with the lights turned on.
Well, did you work on Star Wars?
I'm the creator of Star Wars.
You're the creator of Star Wars?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. You're
George
a celebrity
Lucas.
in the car.
Yeah, well, ultimately I sold everything, and you see any of the new ones?
I haven't. I haven't seen any of the new ones.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
So you didn't like the movie, huh?
It's a terrible film.
But you didn't make it. You didn't work on that.
Didn't have anything to do with it. Well, I mean, I had an original idea for Rise of Skywalker that Disney didn't use. The newer Star Wars films that I was going to make,
Oh my
they're going to be more on a cellular level. The idea of sort of the microbial world of the Force, that there are creatures living inside of us that tell us the will of the Force, like the midi-chlorians. So you're sort of a microcosm of the Force. The Force lives inside of us. Let's go inside that world. It's kind of like inner space. You know, instead of injecting Dennis Quaid into Martin Short,
no.
it would be maybe, you know, an evil Sith would be turned into a microscopic size and get injected into like a Jedi. Maybe a Sith would be injected into the ass cheeks of Luke Skywalker. And we see what is it like inside of his body. Yeah, but they killed him off. Unfortunately, they killed Luke Skywalker. And so the forces of good and evil have to work together, because otherwise, the Sith would be in this little ship flying around in his veins, right? Because the Sith is going to die if he can't figure out how to navigate his way to the Jedi's pee hole. You gotta guide me to your rectum.
What?
And so you have the Jedi going, okay,
This is too
I'm
much.
gonna help you get to my rectum. But he goes on an adventure inside the guy's body. And that's how he learns about the good side of the
It's
Force.
so
And eventually,
serious.
when he expels him, that's sort of the finale of the film, is when he has kind of a Montezuma's revenge kind of situation where he just shits him out. And ultimately, that was a 3-part saga, and for some weird reason, they didn't want that.
For some weird reason. They didn't want that. Oh man, this is too much. It looks too much like George Lucas. It sounds too much like George Lucas. And
Well,
it's just too funny.
Every journey has its end, and this is the end of our journey here in Vegas. And ultimately, the new Star Wars franchise didn't do very well. Didn't do as well as mine. And that's really all I could hope for. But there is one final thing that I must do before we leave. Something very, very important.
Uh-oh,
I'm
what
gonna
is it
do
gonna
that
be?
May the Force be with you.
Oh no, this is the original, yep.
Uh,
On VHS
well.
too? Oh, that's sad.
Hey, you.
This is supposed to be like the end of the
What's
Rise of
your name?
Skywalker? Yeah.
George.
George? George
Oh,
who?
no. Jar Jar.
George Lucas.
Are you sure that's your last name?
Yeah, George Lucas. That's my name. What the hell else would it be? God, you people are weird.
Oh man. This is good stuff, man. This deepfake is just too. Look, he got the George Lucas drip on too. It's too perfect. It's some good quality content. I've seriously been hurting from laughing too much watching this.
Well, hi, this is George Lucas, creator of Star Wars, and the saga may have come to an end, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't like, subscribe, and comment, because who knows, maybe we'll make prequel deepfakes and just run this thing right into the ground. Milk it for all it's worth, just like Luke Skywalker did in that shitty movie.
Oh my
Bye.
god.